Do you identify as Asperger's?
Well, if you follow, I had a severe speech delay. You see, by definition, Asperger's has to have no obvious speech delay. I
Okay.
was, I was speech delayed till age 4.
Hmm.
Now, the thing is, it's all on a continuum. It's a true continuous trait. I've actually had my genome scanned, and I just had a blood sample taken to get it scanned on the latest scanning equipment. And I found out a lot of things about my health. Like, I'm really glad I didn't do tooth implants because my jaw could have fallen apart. I found that out from it. That I have a bleeding disorder, and if I get given too many blood thinners, I might die. I found that out. Very useful information. But when it comes to the autism, you've got so many different genes involved in the brain development that there's no one thing. See, the same genes that make our brain big are the same genes for autism and schizophrenia. There's a paper that's come out called Genomic Trade-Offs. Are autism and schizophrenia the steep price for a human brain? And brain development's a messy thing. And it's a true continuous trait. So you have a little less of the trait when you have Asperger's, no speech delay than when you have speech delay. And then you have individuals never learn to speak, and then you get other people, multiple health problems on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a true continuous trait. They're not going to find, because it's embedded in the genes that make the brain big, hundreds of little tiny code variations. And I'm very happy to find out that, no, I don't have very pretty teeth, but I'm very happy I didn't do tooth implants because having my jaw fall apart is not something that I'd like. And the genetic test showed that. That was simple genetics. It also showed why I was so anxious. That showed up. That's a simpler trait. And not everybody with autism is anxious. In fact, I've seen that some of the word thinkers tend to be, some of them, less anxious. That's separate from the brain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was found out. But no, it's part of normal variation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that kind of goes back to what you were saying about that kind of goes back to what you were saying about autism remaining in the gene pool for a reason.
Yeah, there's a reason. Because if you took it out, as I said years ago, I said, who do you think made the first stone spear? It wasn't the social yakety-yaks around the campfire in the cave.
Mm-hmm.
You see, this is the problem, and it's a true continuous trait. It's sort of like, you breed two breeds of dog together. You can tell which is what mom and dad were for breed. But then you might have something, maybe it's got a quarter German Shepherd, but you can still see a little bit. They mix, and a lot of those traits mix in a real continuous way.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got the Mendelian traits. Like, in cattle, for example, you breed a black Angus to a brown and white Hereford, you get a black animal with a white face. Black's dominant. That's Mendelian genetics. Real simple.
What do you think about the future of the science of genetics and being able to potentially alter these kinds of genes that are autism related?
Well, you take those genes out. Well, you better like the computer you've got now, and you better like those headphones, because you'll be no new ones. It's that simple. No new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think makes this stuff? You've got visual thinkers that are autistic. You've got mathematical thinkers that are autistic. Who do you think programs the computers that this Zoom thing is running on right now? Yeah, there'd be a terrible price if you tried to take it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's kind of playing
Because
with eugenics a little bit.
Because you can make a brain more cognitive and thinking, or make a brain more social. You see, to be really social eats up a ton of processor space in the brain, just eats it up. And so where am I going to put that computing power? Writing code or socializing?
Right. And so as a society on this planet, we need everyone. You've been watching Autism Knows No Borders. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Also, we'd love to hear from you, so let us know what you think in the comments section. Click here to watch this interview in its entirety. You can also find us on your favorite podcast app. Tune in each week for engaging conversations of how people across the globe are inspiring change and building community. Thanks for watching. Take care.